Alrighty, so we got a lot of windows. We got some doohickeys. A few contraptions, even. Okay. Something in here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Ethanol. Alright, time to get crunked. Let's go. Anything else want to open? Okay. Whole bunch of steel lockers. The 9 on the right will have red lights on them. Red lights, huh? Well, can't hurt to give these babies a try. Yep, just as I thought. Locked tight. All 9 of them. I wonder if there's anything important in there. Probably. These lockers are a little larger than the ones on top. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And no, nothing. Alright, the computer. This is the computer. The power isn't on. Well, there is a power button. This is a waste of time. What? I don't see a power cable. Oh yeah, you're right. This thing isn't even connected to the main computer, though. It's got a monitor, keyboard, mouse, but that's it. Just sticking the power cable in isn't going to do anything. I don't know about that. You know. So we gotta find another cable, huh? Gotcha. Check under the mouse? Alright, fine. Let's see. Key? No key located. It's an old type of keyboard. Uh-huh. This thing's supposed to power that machine in the other room. It doesn't appear to be doing that. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. Well, it looks like we need a key. This looks like a keyhole for... Yeah. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The one on top. I think it's a power cable. A power cable, huh? I'll take that. Tight. Do these do anything? There's 2 levers here. Do you think they activate something? Or why don't you move one? Alright, I'll try. Give it a try. Nope. Doesn't look like there's anything happened. Alright. So, now we've got a cable, though. Monitor doesn't have a power cable. So one end of this cable needs to be connected to a monitor, and the other end needs to plug in under the desk. Alright, let's just slip you in. Huh? Well, shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket has only 2 holes. It's not gonna fit, is what I'm saying. In other words, we're gonna need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs. Okay, that seems like a very unnecessary bonus step right there. Some paper and stuff. What's in the boxes? They look quite full. As far as I can tell, it's really old technical and stuff. I don't really get it. Okay. We're making good progress so far, I think. What's going on? Hello. I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it's all black. There's a pen lying here. I think someone probably used it to make the table black. Well, if they only used the pen on one part of it, there's probably something underneath all that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is permanent marker. Junpei, do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker? Erase ink from a permanent marker, huh? Give me a minute, Clover. I'll be right back. Does ethanol do that? Can you use my ethanol? If I could find something that could get rid of the ink, I could hand it to Clover through the bars. Does ethanol work? Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off that permanent ink with it. What am I gonna wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Haha, kidding. Yes, kidding. Please don't look at me like that. You're scaring me. Alright. Can't do anything through there. Alright. Well, are these not cloths? Can you use the cloth on the table? Use, huh? Soak it in ethanol and then use it to wash off all the stuff from the permanent marker. Okay. Alright, so I gotta soak the cloth with the ethanol. She's got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Can you please do it? Soak the cloth. Junpei, it's working. It's wiping the permanent ink off. Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink. What's the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. Why must I do this? Why must I click so many times? I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers in some kind of grid. I can't see it from here. Clover, you got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and hand them to me through the bars? Okay, roger. Alright, back over to the bars. Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk here. Alright. File screen. Why must it be the file screen? Clover's notes. 3, 2, 4, 1. Understood. Don't know what that's for yet, but we'll figure it out. So what's going on with this? Is this like an examination table? There's a creepy mannequin in here, guys. This? How are the power cables over there? Huh? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. Guess she does have to kind of crouch down to look under there. The cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it. Okay, can you unplug the cable and bring it over here? Okay, but, well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Damn it, there's no good then. Well, how about just the plug? What? The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector? It's the sort of thing that makes the plug with 3 metal thingies into a thing with plug with 2 metal thingies. Still useless? Not useless. Not useless at all. That's just what we were looking for. Okay. Can you hold on for a little bit? And back down she goes. Alright, unplugged. I'll hand it to you over at the bars. Delightful. Here you go, the 2-prong plug. Thank you. Combine. Okay, put the 2 prongs, the 2 plug prong into the head of this power cable. We've done it. Fantastic. Back to the computer. Not that one. Alright, I got the 2-pronged power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. Under the desk I go. And let's just plug this thing into the monitor. Alright, that ought to do it. Alright, let's turn the power on. I don't think anything's going to happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic. Junpei pushed the button on the front of the monitor.
Oh, that worked.
With a soft hum, it turned on. Updating RSF file, make directory, make _BC, 27.3 seconds, start, understood. Streams of letters that made no sense to Junpei began to scroll across the screen. He had hoped it would turn on, but he hadn't expected this.
Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
Isn't that kinda weird?
Not necessarily, if it's set up to do it.
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right? There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
Clearly, this was a reasonable explanation to Lotus.
A wireless display?
I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't exactly sure how old this game was, so I wasn't sure if we really had wireless stuff yet.
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
He most certainly had not, but...
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again? There must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
Lotus?
Lotus pulled over the nearest chair and dropped herself onto it in front of the keyboard. She's gonna hack in. For a second, she stared at the screen. She kneaded her hands, knuckles popping, twisted her back left, then right.
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Jesus Christ. My man's got a look on his face that says, I am not looking, I am not looking, I am not looking, I am not looking. Lotus smiled to herself and rubbed her hands together in anticipation. Then, before Junpei had time to blink, she was typing at incredible speed, the click-clack of the keys running together like machine gun fire.
Wait, what?
Junpei was, for once, at a loss for words.
Didn't expect that, did you?
Of course I didn't! You're typing so fast, I can't even see your fingers.
Lotus grinned, pleased with herself.
Well, at any rate, you're pretty amazing.
Did you fall for me again?
Whoa, 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 what do you mean, again? I'm not into you.
I know. Don't be so stubborn, shy boy.
I am not being stubborn, I am not shy, and I am not a boy.
I am also not looking at your tits.
I am a young, healthy, 21-year-old man.
Who is not looking at your tits.
I'm not gonna fall for an old lady like you.
Please. Suddenly, the guttural roar of a furious animal filled the room. Or so Junpei thought for just a moment. Lotus's hand suddenly stopped and her shoulders stiffened.
Old lady. Did you just say old lady?
Well,
Oh crap, thought Junpei. I went too far. Oh well, it was a nice life, while it lasted. Bro is now just looking directly at her tits. Just straight at them.
I've had enough of you. Go somewhere else. You're bothering me.
What?
Go see if you can find a password hint or something. I'll try and open this from here. You're distracting me. Go. Now.
Lotus waved her hand in the universal gesture of dismissal. Junpei was clearly not
Fine.
wanted.
I guess I'll go.
Time to cut my losses, Junpei thought, and left quietly and inoffensively as he could. Junpei wandered around the room for a while, looking for anything that might help find the password for the computer. Unfortunately...
Nothing. No clues whatsoever. Clover didn't find anything useful in the laboratory either. Damn. Looks like we've hit a dead end this time.
But just as he was about to tell Lotus that his search had returned nothing...
All right. Bullseye. Junpei, I did it.
Excited cheering erupted from near the monitor.
What?
He hurried back to find Lotus looking rather smug.
Let me see.
She gestured for him to look at the screen, and he did. The strange text from before was gone. In its place was something entirely different. 9 squares arranged in a 3x3 grid.
What is that?
I don't have any idea. It just showed up after I cracked the password.
You think it's a puzzle?
Now, so there's no password hint in this room. What if Lotus didn't come into this room? Right? What if nobody who could hack this computer came in? What then?
Certainly looks like one.
As she spoke, Lotus stood up.
Huh? Aren't you gonna, I don't know, do more computer stuff?
No, I can't do any more. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard. Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do.
Well,
I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei.
What?
Let me take a break, all right? I did my part.
Well...
He wasn't sure what to say to that. She certainly had done her part. In fact, without Lotus, they probably would have run completely aground. I shouldn't rely on other people so much, Junpei thought to himself. Yeah, just teach yourself how to hack a computer right now.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Lotus.
No problem. And make sure you know when you should thank people.
Now, I better take care of this myself. No more relying on anyone else.
Junpei crossed his arms and stared at the puzzle shown on the screen. Alright, let's consult the file. No. I'm not interested in what you've got to say. 3, 2, 4, 1. Those the others will change color. Oh, I see. So it's actually just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, I solved it. Did you hear a noise just now? Yeah, I did. It sounded like something unlocking. Where did it come from? The lockers? Indeed. Look, Junpei. The lights on the lockers are green. And we must have unlocked it with the computer puzzle. We got... There's more than one key in here. This one is small and looks like it goes to some sort of machine. And this one has the Earth symbol on it. I think the Earth symbol matches a keyhole door in A deck. If that's the case, we probably don't need the Earth key right now. Alright then, Earth key. I'll just tuck you away deep in my pocket. Now for the other key. Calm. It was just at that moment that he heard a voice behind him. It was Clover.
Hey, Junpei! Do you have a minute?
He put the puzzle aside for the moment and walked over to Clover.
What's up?
Well, never mind.
Hey, hold on a minute. What does...
Sorry. Just forget about it. It's nothing.
Before he could say anything, she spun around and ran back down the stairs.
What the hell was that?
After waiting a few minutes to see if she would return, Junpei sighed, shook his head, and went back to searching. Okay. A little weird. This key. The shape sure makes it seem like it goes through this machine. Alright, I'm turning it on. Okay, the monitor's on now, and it's full of letters. It's showing some kind of warning. Power restored to experimental device. Emergency system will activate in the event of abnormal subject behavior. Okay. Typing on this keyboard isn't doing squat. Okay. Well, hey, what's going on in here? Does this work now? Whole lot of cables under this table. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something. What the hell were they doing in there? Huh? Why is she all quiet now? They were doing experiments on humans, probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. About that. Junpei, this thing in here is on now. Yeah, that's because we activated the power over on this side. Could you, like, play with it a little? Okay, yeah. I'll turn this dial here. Turn, turn, turn. I don't think it's working. Nothing happened. Or maybe she missed something. I should ask her to look around the room again. This? It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff off the cables. I can see the wires inside. Sink? I wonder what they washed here. There are these weird colored stains all over the sink. Okay. There's not really much else in here, man. Mannequin laying on there. Can't really see well from here, but looks like a bunch of stuff. Yeah. This is the monitor. Uh-huh. I mean, there's, like... Oh, I guess the strain is for water, huh? Well, there's nothing here. Great. Oh, there's... Maybe if you increase the voltage? Roger, will do. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to the max voltage. Max voltage? Hey! Wait, Clover. Aw, shit. What? I think, Oh my god. The mannequin's head. Oh man, that sounds like a fire alarm. What the hell? Fire detected, fire detected. The emergency system will be activated. Evacuate the room immediately. Okay, it looks kind of funny, but this is no laughing matter. If I don't do something, Clover will, oh, wait, this has changed. The green light is on. Junpei, look, the light, it's green. The emergency system is activated and disabled the lock. Great. Wait, you aren't gonna leave Clover behind, are you? Hey, what about you? Hey, the screen is all red. Malfunction has been detected. Experiment discontinued. It says the emergency system has been activated. Damn, the gate's still shut. She's in pretty bad shape. What are you doing, Junpei? You need to save Clover now. Okay, but what the fuck am I supposed to do? Do these do something now? Okay. There's not a lot to interact with in here, guys. I can't even click on that anymore. Clover, isn't that back door... Really? Isn't that back door open? I'll try. Clover stumbled toward the door, coughing violently. No, it's not working. It won't move at all. Junpei, help me get out of here. Okay. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do then? Like... Junpei, the light turned green. We can't leave yet, though. We have to save Clover. Yeah. Junpei, look, the light. Yeah, it's green. Now we can save Clover. Okay. Junpei, come on, kid. Jump. She's safe. Man, that smoke is some serious business. Time to close the door again, I think. Silly me. I clicked on that part of the door, not the other part of the door. What a fool I was. Clover, are you okay? Are you hurt? Cough, cough. Damn, she's coughing so hard she can't even talk. Ah, cough. Of course I'm not alright. What the hell took you so long, you big jerk? I was almost dead. Sorry, I didn't know there were multiple points of interaction here. I was going as fast as I could. You two can do this later. Right now we need to get the hell out of here. The fire's not going to stay in that room forever. Alright, we did it. Junpei, Clover, and Lotus leapt out of the laboratory, slamming the door shut behind them.
Whew, thank God we got out of there.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, yeah.
All three collapsed against the wall, breathing heavily. Junpei's heart was pounding in his chest, and his whole body felt weak. He inhaled gulps of clean air, and with each one he could feel his body begin to calm down.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
They nodded to each other and started off down the hallway. Before long, they found a few new doors, but all of them were locked.
Damn, none of these open. They're all locked.
How about that one?
The final door sat in the corner of the hallway.
Let's hope this is the door with the prize.
Junpei grabbed the door handle and was about to pull it open when a voice cried out behind him. It was neither Clover nor Lotus, but he recognized it. There was no doubt the voice belonged to.
Jumpy!
Huh?
He spun around. There, at the other end of the hall, Junpei saw human figures running toward him. 3 of them.
June? Santa! 7!
They stopped short in front of Junpei and his companions, gasping for air.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Before he could finish, Clover spoke.
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this?
She was standing near the end of the hallway, branching off to the right. The rest of them ran over, curious as to what she'd found.
Hey, on the wall.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
This is reconvened now, right?
Isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently until we find
This-
door 9.
Oh, wrong button. This is now looped back round. Yeah, this should just be the same from here. Maybe just a
We might get
little bit
separated
further, just in
otherwise,
case.
Wait a sec.
You've got to be.
No, yeah.
We may as well go.
We've definitely seen this before. Alright, so. Now, we've done our little cleanup routine. We can now go and do the other doors.
1, 2. Just...
Yeah.
We need
Hurry.
Yeah. All right. The first ace...
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Clover? No.
What?
Just as
I am...
nobody.
Very good, very productive. I'm glad we're all doing this.
Yes.
Ace...
Indeed. Yes, quite so. Yes, quite so.
Okay, I want...
Alright, let's do door 1 this time.
My choice is door 1.
Santa was unconvinced.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you.
How could I...
No,
Let me see
no,
that.
I didn't
Sure.
do that. Look, yes,
I had 3... And I...
Yes, we remember this. We remember.
Well...
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
We're going somewhere with Ace.
Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age. Right, June?
Well, I
Remember to stay hydrated. Lotus was not.
Pig. You just wait and see.
That was so foreboding. The way she just slid across the screen. Her eyes were the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. A shiver ran down Junpei's spine.
Calling me old. why men are such a pain in the ass.
So true, Queen.
They're about as subtle as a brick.
And they're at it again.
Even after they'd separated at the staircase, Lotus was still muttering angrily to herself.
I'll see you later, June.
Jumpy.
Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways again, but this time it didn't sting quite so much.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what Seven said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently. We might get other one. That's how.
yeah.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you later.
Lingering uneasy remained. Lingering uneasy remained, but they went their separate directions without much trouble. Shouldn't there just have been lingering unease? Junpei, Ace, and Clover headed toward
Here's
the A deck.
It was the door on the left, right?
That should be it, yes.
Then here we go.
It opened and they walked through.
It's just as Santa and Lotus said.
At the end of the hallway sat a door with a large red 1 upon
A
it.
numbered door.
To the left of it, bolted to the wall, was the red.
There's the red. I'll go first.
Ace went first, waved his wrist over the scanner panel.
Now the two of you, if you would.
Junpei was next. Finally, listlessly, Clover lifted her arm. She leaned toward the scanner panel. The third asterisk clicked to life, shining brightly. Ace took hold of the lever. He took a deep breath and turned to Junpei and Clover.
Are you ready? Shall I pull it?
Yeah, anytime.
Hit the lever! Clover said nothing. She nodded, little more than a lethargic twitch of her head.
Very well then. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Hit the lever!
And it's open! Move it!
They stumbled into the room. Now, if we could not make a big thing out of this, that'd be great.
Where is it?
Frantically, Junpei scanned the room. His eyes stopped on the device that would determine whether they lived or died.
There it is! Over there!
Next to the door they'd come through was the dead. As one, they ran to it. They put their hands over it as if they were fighting for it.
It stopped.
Yes, it did.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Ace and Clover were breathing hard and fast.
I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
I agree.
Now then.
Junpei looked around again, this time more slowly.
There's another door. Let's try opening it.
He took hold of the knob and easily, gently pulled it open.
So, this is the wheelhouse?
He closed the door again and turned to Ace and Clover. He fixed each in turn with a meaningful stare, then spoke.
Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something.
Okay.
All right then, let's get started.
Alrighty. More puzzle time. Alright, hoping for a better puzzle this time. I can't say the laboratory really did it for me, to be honest. That one wasn't crazy good. Alright, we got a little watch, a little pocket watch. Give it a little search. That's a pocket watch. She sure hasn't been saying much, and she just keeps looking at the floor. She seems kind of sad. I wonder why. Women, right? A voice he hadn't expected startled Junpei from his examination of the pocket watch.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a
I
look
thought
at
you were in charge of the other room, Ace. He spun round to find Ace standing in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed him the pocket watch.
Hey, man. What are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Well, it's been 0.3 seconds, but no.
Well, not a problem, but...
Junpei looked desperately around the room, anywhere but at Ace, trying to find a convincing reason to dismiss him. Ace opened his mouth, then took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face.
Oh, I see. Of course.
He looked Junpei over. then glanced at Clover. Do not say anything weird. I'm begging you to please be normal.
I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left. That was about as normal as we could have asked for. You know. Even though, like, Ace should know Junpei has a thing for June, but, you know, whatever, I guess. For no reason he could fathom, Junpei's head began to hurt.
What the hell? My head.
A sharp pain in his head. How much time passed? He wasn't sure, but he did notice when Ace strode through the door. His smile was more of a smirk, and he had the air of a man who knew more than his opponent.
Yes. There was something I wanted to check, if you don't mind.
Yeah? What's that?
Pardon me.
With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? What are you putting your hand in my pocket for? Stop!
He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. In the older man's hands were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in his pocket.
Just as I thought. You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Did you drug me a second ago? Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on his shoulder, and then turned on his heel and left. It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei had lost the other hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense.
Damn.
So did, like, Ace just drug him there? Like, what was the headache thing about? The left drawer. Let's have a look. Alright. The right drawer. Nothing. Cool, cool. It's a wooden box. Maybe a case for letters. Hey, Clover, you ever write letters? Nothing. Books. The shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in this blue one. There's something written on it. Ship's log. Ship's log, huh? Alright. What you got? The ship's log found in the chart room. The following is written on the last page. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we headed south and west. We turned to southwest to steer around the continent, then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and we're now heading due north. Soon we'll dock in the United Kingdom, the homeland of this vessel. I see. You know, so I guess we're going to be putting those coordinates into something. Wonderful. This map looks weird. What is it? It's a map of the world, but with the Atlantic Ocean in the middle. Probably looks weird because you're not used to seeing it that way. But, okay. There's something on it. Yeah, like, I want it. I guess we will not be interacting with these pins right now, then. There's something on it. I know there's something on it, man, but apparently we can't interact with it yet. Alright, what about these bad boys? Hello? Stack of nautical charts. I think this is a nautical chart. There's this line on it, here. I think the line is the route the ship is supposed to take. There are all these dots over the map. Oh, those are probably ports, like for a boat to stop at. It looks like the lines connect the dots. Do we interface with this? There are a number of red pins in several locations. What do these red pins mean? Well, the nautical chart I picked up earlier the nautical charts I picked up earlier have a map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins or something. Let's see. Well, what do you know? Looks like this one's a match to the pins. Okay, so we got 7 locations connected by straight lines, and each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. Okay. Oh, wrong one. It shows the directions of southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. There is a word next to each point on the map. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Delightful. So we must collate these two things, I suppose, for something. Right, this is the same. Southwest, southwest, northwest. Southwest, south, yes, so these are the same. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. We don't interact with this. I don't think I need to spend any more time with this map. Okay. Well, I guess we're done in this room. Wonderful. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. Okay. The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. Hold on. Let me just re-equip the little pocket watch here. Okay. Ah, well. Gee. Looks like this is some sort of lock. It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. This shape, maybe. It does look like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. I imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in here. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. It needs to be a specific time, eh? Looks like the only exit. Okay. This is the same room? Yes. Alright. An engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Well, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on the top of it, which can be moved back and forth to. Hold on. Huh. There's no handle. You're right, there isn't. It looks as though it was deliberately removed. We need to find that, then. A compass. And what destiny does it point us to? I really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Damn, man! A steering wheel. Let's see if it... Whoa! Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else. What is that? What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship, it's moving. Huh. Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Let's try turning it again. Okay, but I need to know the order we send them in. So we want... Nope. It's this one. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this real quick. No, I'm not, because when I push the screenshot button, it fucks up. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Alright, take a screenshot of that bad boy. And we're just gonna open up the picture on the other monitor over here. Just open that bad boy. Come over here. Fantastic. Then we consult the steering wheel again. Alright, no, don't do that. Why did you do that? Please re-up. For some reason, it just fucking changed what picture was on over here. Okay, so... After leaving port, we headed south. Okay. And west. We turned southwest. Then proceeded northwest. Alright, northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time. And are now heading due north. Alright, fantastic. That was so time-consuming to enter that I was afraid I was doing it wrong. What the? The handle came off. Heh. Stooping so low, are you, Zero? Alright, great. Now we can do this part. So I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits. Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Alright. How does this... Oop. I see. We just click on it. But I require another screenshot to do this. Please. Nope. Please. I beg. Take a screenshot properly. There we go. So I'm not going to remember the order. Now please open the new screenshot. We want full, half, slow, full, half, dead. Oh, dead slow. Stop. Huh? That's weird. I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Hold on, I need to get all my stuff back up. There we go. Look, something's happened on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Oh, hello there. There's something on the wall that looks like kind of an arrival board. There's a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. What the hell is this? They're names of ports across the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing XX carrier, XX flight, XX at XXOO. Like that. Oh, I get it. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. Looks like only one of those has a time on it, though. The time on the last line, right? 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Perhaps it's the arrival time. Well, please adjust the pocket watch. A digital score... No. Yeah. That must be the estimated time of arrival. Oh, perhaps. Wait, what's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. Hey, he just took my pocket watch. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Just trust me. It should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. So you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Alright. In you go. We've done it. It says open now. Good work! It seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey, Clover! What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this route. Oh. Well, let's go then. Clover. That was extremely easy. I mean, that really was just like, here is the thing you interface with, and here is the solution. No additional steps or layers of abstraction. Incredible. A hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
They found themselves in a small space outside of the wheelhouse. On their left was a wooden door.
This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go.
Junpei pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond.
Wow.
It was full of all manner of turn-of-the-century electronic equipment.
Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before.
These ones look like faces. These are the eyes, and then he's got a little mouth here.
Wait, this one is...
One smaller machine had a metal bar at the end of a circular handle. Ace seemed to recognize it.
Ah, yes. A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago.
Do you know Morse code? You seem the type. He turned and slowly took in the room.
This must be the communication office.
Across the room from the door they'd entered through was another door.
And that door?
A metal plaque was nailed to it. It read,
Captain's quarters. Huh.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
No, I don't think he's in there. Ace swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands begin to sweat. Only Clover seemed unaffected.
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
She walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. It opened easily, and without so much as a pause, she walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw... Oh! Was a man on the floor, covered in blood. Before anyone says it, no, this obviously isn't Zero. Junpei felt his body seize up. His mouth went dry, and he felt very, very cold. The blood in his veins slowed to a crawl, and his heart tightened like a fist.
Not again.
This was the third time he'd seen the horror of death laid out before him. He didn't think it was something he could stand to see much more of. Still, he had begun to accept that whatever it was he saw, whatever happened to him, was beyond his control, and whatever force controlled him was driven by a determination that he could not hope to match.
Damn.
That was really just like out of nowhere, but whatever. A sense of helplessness, of desperation washed over him. It left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body like acid.
No, wait. We didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
He's not, but... Fueled by that spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body, and his heart fell. Yeah, he's not looking very alive. He's got a watch on. I assume it's going to say 0, but this is not 0.
No pulse.
His pupils had dilated, and he wasn't breathing.
Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened.
Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. There was a deep red wound on his chest.
These wounds. I wonder what killed him.
Junpei did not have to wonder long.
It must have been this.
For lying next to the corpse was an axe. The entire blade of it was drenched in bright red blood. From the shape of the man's wound, there could be no doubt that it was made by the axe. Junpei looked at the body again. A lake of blood stretched out around him. It was wearing the clothes of a ship's captain, although they were stained with blood.
His clothes? A captain? Does that mean this guy was 0?
On his left hand was a bracelet. The number on the bracelet was 0.
Bracelet
Of
0.
course. There is just no way that this is actually 0, though, right? It was only then Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. He also has, like, a lot of blood on his fingernail specifically. Has my man been clawing at something here? He couldn't help but laugh. There was nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, too straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it a joke.
Junpei.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, alright. Cracks knuckles. Puzzle time. Now, the presence of a telegraph fills me with dread. I truly, deeply do not want to do a Morse code puzzle. That just sounds horrible. A camcorder. It looks like it's pointed at the door. Well, the power's on. Why would someone want to videotape a door? Well, you know. No, I did not want to click on the door. No, I know it's locked. There's blood on the chair. Do you think this was the dead guys? Yeah, probably. Okay. There's something metallic on top of that table. Hey, is that a music box? Let's have a look. Oh, it's one of those old music boxes. How about we wind it up? You better not have Morse code in that somewhere. Because that was obviously fucked up. Why does it sound like that? Is it broken? The pins on the cylinder are shaped all weird. I don't think those are pins. It looks like someone put something else on top of it. I think we're gonna have to take it apart to figure out what's going on. Okay. Turn the light on. It's a lamp, but it doesn't turn on. I don't think there's anything special. Disappointing. The bed? A bed. There's nothing in it. Disappointing. This curtain? Understood. Alright. Monitors. There's a bunch of weird buttons on here. They probably switch what you see on the screens. Do you know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. Well, I guess it does change the... What the hell is this? Do it again. Nothing. Okay, so this is just what it's meant to be. There's nothing on this monitor, just static. That's static? It looks like there's words on it, dog. Okay. Isn't this door on the screen behind us? You're right. So whatever that camera sees is sent to this screen in real time. I wonder if that means something, you know?
Huh.
Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he'd come into the room. The 4 screens along the bottom had a single letter each, spelling out...
Z-E-R-O, huh?
It's Zed.
It's like he's making fun of us. What do you think?
So... Is this a hexadecimal thing again? Is this actually just the 4-digit code or some shit? He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded.
Nothing.
It seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain that she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
No, 0% chance. Haha, pun intended. Clover shook her head weakly.
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
You're so real.
Yeah, right.
I know it's important to figure out who this guy is, but don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first?
Actually, question. Why is the watch still on him? I thought the watch was supposed to detach if the person's heart rate was at 0. So why is it still on him if he's dead?
But...
Please, I don't want to waste any more time.
Clover looked miserable, as if she could start crying at any moment. Junpei just didn't have the heart to tell her
All right,
no.
sure thing.
Was his mind playing tricks on him? Junpei wondered. For a moment, he could have sworn he'd seen Clover smile. Foreboding! Now what's about in the desk? Oh, God. What's the deal with this? Is it some kind of code? There are 4 rows of numbers and letters. They all start with a 0 and end with 8, F, N, or V, respectively. Maybe this is something to do with number bases? Oh, God. This doesn't sound like it's going to be a very good time. 10 in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. The chart shows the rules for each number system. Okay. So, like, but this doesn't go all the way up to Z. Hint. No, this is just what it says. And so on. Do you really just want me to count all the way up to Z for this? That sounds very annoying. Let's consult the other room. What have we got in here before we start worrying about that? Small screwdrivers. A set of small screwdrivers. Fantastic. We got the cylinder. Wonderful. Number of pins and metal pieces and pieces of metal that look rather like fans attached to it. In the drawers. Now, please pick up the thing in the drawer. Ink. Wonderful. Nothing else. These. It's an old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. It's an old telegraph machine. It's still totally 2 faces, though. You know, they don't, yeah, yeah. Okay. In here, what's this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. Combine with the ink. Combine the ink with the roller. I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. I'm a genius. Now I just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper. If I'm right, the ink should... Oh, that's exactly what I was afraid of. Just as you suspected, right? Now you have a pattern of dots and lines on the paper. I imagine it's Morse code. These dots and lines... Yeah. You don't know Morse code? That's very tedious. It's the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole, though. An electric lock, perhaps? Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, there's some cables over there. That must mean... Oh, man. Most likely used to transmit a radio signal of some sort. I experimented with it earlier to no avail. I imagine it's broken. Oh, man. Alright, I've got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen. I hope. Alright, let's give this a shot. How do I... Oh, fuck. That's not... Yeah. I understand. Okay, but what do you want me to push here? Wait. How do I interface with this, exactly? How... Ah. Dot, dash. Thank God I don't have to, like, go through some extra steps, at least at this stage for this. That's the last one, and yes. Excellent work. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. God, please don't make me translate this Morse code. Please, God, do not make me translate this Morse code. A red file lay in the drawer. Junpei reached down and picked it up.
Looks like there's something on the cover. A-L-L-I-C-E.
That's a weird way to spell Alice, but I guess it could be all ice.
But isn't it supposed to say all ice? This doesn't have a space between the L and the I. Are they saying that A-L-L-I-C-E is a single word?
In which case it's just a weird way to spell Alice, I guess, but... It was an interesting thought, but it left Junpei's mind quickly as he opened the file. What lay inside was far more interesting and far more confusing. Oh, well... That's exactly what I expected to find in here. Oh, fantastic. Does anybody in the room happen to understand the Egyptian hieroglyphic writing system by any chance? No? Nobody? That's really strange. If only June was here, she'd probably know. They looked like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in the file, and each was full of these strange symbols.
What the hell is this?
It's hieroglyphics, dog. You can't expect me to believe that you've never seen hieroglyphics in your life before. He didn't realize he'd spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him.
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't. What would make you think I could?
That was an extremely stupid question.
What the hell?
Junpei flipped through a few more pages. It wasn't just 1 or 2 pages that were covered in strange symbols. Every single page was covered in them.
Whoa, the whole thing's like that.
Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made to close the file, and something fell out.
What? What's this?
He bent down and picked it up.
Oh, a key card.
There was a symbol on it that reminded Junpei of the symbols for Saturn and Mercury key cards. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Junpei looked over to see Ace examining the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved onto the card as well.
Something's written on the bottom.
Bottom deck library.
Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then.
A whole library just for me?
Is the bottom deck a library? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now.
He gripped the key card tighter and shoved it deep into his pocket. Wonderful. And this is... unique key. Certainly is, brother. A key with a leather case. It isn't metal. My guess would be ceramic. Junpei, have you found a keyhole that might fit? Have we... Here? Were you locked? No. What does this key go in? Hold on. What's all this? It looked like batteries. There's a cable running from the monitor. What the fuck needs a key in here? None of you were locked, right? Okay, good talk. We're obviously not going back out here. What the fuck is... We don't have anything else. No, what the fuck is locked? You are open. It's a monkey with glasses. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? No, I get it. I get it. Hooks? Look, a hook. Oh, that wasn't a joke. I know, man. The clock? Hands aren't moving. Little surprised the time is wrong, then, I suppose. There's nothing on the back. What the fuck is the key for, dog? Do you have a key? It's not just for this, right? No dice, yeah. So if I put my hand here in front of it, it shows up on the middle screen back there. We've got a short lifeline, Junpei. Mind your own business. Does this need a key? Looks like it's got a key. Oh, this is a key. Okay. Now it's on. Junpei, look. There's a minus sign on the screen. There's 8 of them. That probably means we've got to put in 8 digits. That's like a lot of digits to want me to enter. Man. But like the thing is that even if I go through all the information about Alice, okay. Like the thing is that this doesn't give me 8 digits, does it? So like do you really want me to do this whole thing here? Like, is this what we're here to do? So I've got to go like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Am I really meant to do this? I guess it could give me more than 8 digits. Are they all, if they were all... I guess it does, doesn't it? 'Cause they're all over 10. Oh my god. Okay, give me a second. Okay. I've counted it all up. It should be... Yeah, I understand how a keypad works. 3, 5, 1, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4. Fantastic. That was extremely tedious. Yes, it worked. Good job, Junpei. Yet another very easy puzzle that was also just quite tedious to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know. There was probably a math way to do it faster, but you know. Excellent, you seem to have unlocked it. Good work, Junpei. Alright, let's go. So, like, what's up with this fucking camera, though? Like, we never interfaced with that at any point. I guess just to show you that 0 was the code for the door, but, like, I could have guessed that without the camera. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit before turning left, like a great backward L. Why did you think about it like that?
All right, let's go.
Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightaway. He ran, and ran, and ran. At the end of the hallway was it... What the fuck is that noise? What the fuck is making that noise? Hold on, I'll be right back. I was unable to track down the source of the noise, but everything seems fine.
That's the next door.
He made straight for it.
Wait, a piece of paper.
He was nearly halfway to it when he noticed a piece of paper in the middle of the floor. Junpei skidded to a halt.
This is...
I sure did almost just read that as skedaddled for no reason. He dropped down to his hands and knees and quickly tore the paper off the floor.
Map of the ship's interior for A-Deck.
Cool.
What's wrong?
Why are we running, by the way? Ace, slightly slower by virtue of his advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei.
I found a map for this floor.
He showed Ace what he snatched from the wall. He looked at it for long enough to determine what it was and nodded.
I see.
With that, he began running again, past Junpei.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
What were you
Should keep this,
expecting? Junpei shoved the map into his pocket and got up to follow Ace. But something stopped
Hey,
him.
where's Clover?
He turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
Junpei muttered angrily under his breath and took off back the way he'd come. As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarters, her hand on the doorknob.
Clover!
Huh?
As Junpei watched, she closed it, gently and quietly.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Clover had unconsciously put her hands over the pockets of her jacket as if she was trying to hide something.
What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is... I wonder...
What the hell?
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Okay. With that, Clover ran straight past it, a somewhat confused Junpei. As she did, he caught a glimpse of her back.
Clover, what's that on your back?
Sticking up from her collar was something that looked like a big wooden stick. My man, she's seriously not trying to fucking pocket the axe.
A stick? Hey, Clover! What the hell's that thing on your back?
She didn't respond. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared.
Is she ignoring me? For crying out loud.
Is she about to fucking, like, axe Ace in the back right now? Like, Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later and ran off after Clover. It has to be the axe, dog. Like, what other wooden stick was going to be sticking out of her back? Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a set of
Big
stairs.
stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up, just like it says on the map.
Hello, my spotling. It was what he'd expected to see after reading the map. His "I see" after reading the map himself meant that Ace probably realized the same thing.
Ace, did he head down?
Spudling. My spudling. He put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down.
Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
And not just Ace. Santa, June, Lotus, 7... Wait, Santa, June, 7, and Lotus as well.
Really?
Let's join them.
Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached B deck at the same time.
Jumpy! Clover!
June's face was excited. Something had happened, that much Junpei could tell by simply looking at
What's
her.
up?
Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
We found it!
Found what?
We found it!
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
What?
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay.
7 turned and jogged off down the stairs.
Well, if that's the case.
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
The rest followed.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each one of them felt.
Yeah, it's finally time.
Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it, at least not yet. Still, if everyone said it was door 9, then it probably was.
Reached the end.
He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escaping was an exciting one.
Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way?
Junpei looked over at the clock.
4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
Let's go, Jumpy!
June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could.
Yeah.
Junpei followed. They were quiet for a while, until... They had just reached C deck when Clover spoke.
Hey, what about door 2?
Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover. 7 spoke.
What about door 2?
Door 2 is the only one we didn't... We haven't gone through it, I mean.
Yes, that is true.
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean?
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
What's the point? Huh? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, right? And we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out. Huh. I don't know what might be in there, We may not find anything, but don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys?
Yeah, you do have a point.
The other's not in agreement.
The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look.
You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2.
They were back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large
The
hospital room.
elevator can take us down to door 2.
Who shall go then?
Let's see.
Me. I'm going.
Then June, 7, and I need to go with her.
Hey, why do you get to...
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Jumpy, I'm okay too.
See?
Can we just go now? All right, let's get going.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Be careful.
She has an axe, by the way, just so everybody knows. She's not like big or anything, but she does have an axe. Just so you all know. They climbed into the elevator and Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke.
Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me?
Go with you. Well, I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
That wasn't what I meant to... I was hoping you would come with me.
Seriously, though. I was kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take
I
me?
wouldn't say no, you know.
There's something I wanted to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough?
Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
Really?
Of course.
Ace's smile was friendly.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Thanks, Junpei. Are you coming, Lotus?
Fine. Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go and see whatever it is you think is so important.
I'm uncomfortable.
Thank you. Well then, shall we go?
I'm not sure about this. I don't know that I trust Ace enough for this. Like, I'm pretty sure he drugged us earlier, and like, I don't know, he's just always seemed a little too friendly. Ace turned and began to walk, Lotus followed. They disappeared into the hallway on the left. Time seemed to drag as Junpei waited for the others to return.
They're so slow. And what's keeping Ace and Lotus?
Suddenly the elevator opened. They've made it back before Ace and Lotus. A single person stood there. Clover. Where are the others, Clover?
Clover! I guess you're the first one back.
Clover. Clover. Where are the others? It was only Clover inside. He didn't see the rest. Clover. Where's the axe, Clover? She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposefully stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her.
Where's everybody else? What happened?
She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei.
Where are Ace and Lotus?
Oh, Ace said he wanted to show Lotus something, so they went into that hallway.
Junpei explained what had happened.
Oh, then they went over there?
Her voice was small and timid.
Yeah, I think so.
He repeated his earlier question.
So where are June, Santa, and Seven? Why aren't they with you?
You really want to know?
Oh my god. There was something wrong with her smile.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Here, let me show you.
Oh my god. Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it onto the floor at Junpei's feet.
Huh?
He looked down. On the floor in front of them were 3 metal rings.
Bracelets. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit.
Clover, why did you kill them all? Why did you do that, Clover?
No. No way. No way. This has got to be some kind of joke.
If only you had investigated the obvious axe that she had in her fucking pocket.
This This can't be real.
Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest, and his hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. The free bracelet sat there on the floor before him. He could see the numbers on their faces.
3, 7, 6.
Uh-huh.
But why?
Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold.
Revenge for my brother. He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened that door with him? It could only have been Santa and Seven. That's why I killed them.
Why? Why did you kill June?
Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too.
Oh. No.
Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what it had to be a dream.
No. No.
It couldn't be real. It just couldn't.
Hey, Junpei.
He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human.
Let's go.
Her hand reached out toward him.
Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship.
What the hell are you talking about? To open a numbered door,
Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this...
Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out.
That's...
It was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. 0.
the 0 bracelet. You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? See? You get it now? If we have the 0 bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us. See? So let's go. Come on. Hurry up.
She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. But there was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess filled with love. She definitely is not that.
Junpei.
Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep, so deep Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack and his heart began to melt.
Junpei.
The hand she was offering him. It looked so soft, so inviting.
Clover.
Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers.
Yeah?
Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody, then screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually his movements slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body begin to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had was gone. Was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothingness, he saw Clover.
Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, okay?
Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse. You know, I had noticed. Saw the axe ending. Let me axe you a question. Wonderful. Yes, I would like to save the data. Thank you. Fantastic. I'd say that went well. What the fuck does this mean? Locked? Huh? What the fuck does that mean? Locked? I don't understand. I also don't see how this is supposed to branch. Because there wasn't like a load-bearing choice in there. I do not understand. Oh no, I see, because there's a line going down it. So if we want that one, we need to have the line go that way, down this way, and then reconvene over here? Can I just like click on this part to get the line over there?
There too, huh?
Does that work? Yeah. Then we can just click back down here? What has this changed exactly? So it was going down here. The 8 door? The laboratory. Whereas this is the operating room? What changes about that exactly? Because if we go that way, well, that's when we went... The operating room we were in there was 7 and Clover. What happened in there that would change this outcome?
All right, let's go. That's the next door. Wait,
What's gonna change? Oh wait, this is the wrong screen. What's
Map up.
What's this gonna change? This is the same.
I found a map.
I see.
Yeah. This
Well,
is the same.
Hey,
Where's Clover?
Damn it.
Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
What the hell?
What?
This
You've got
is
something.
Oh,
What the hell?
come on.
This is all the same.
A stick?
Hey, Clover!
What's
Is she?
different? Because that reconvened at the same part, so what was different in there compared to the laboratory?
The big stair. Just like it says. Ace. Oh, there he is.
Maybe... Because when we went through the laboratory, we, like, pissed off Clover a little bit. But that didn't really happen in the operating room, so this time she's not going to kill us because we didn't upset her?
Let's jump.
Is that what's going to change?
Jump.
Because we had, like, a more
We found
amicable
the
conversation in
last door.
the
We found
operating
door.
room.
Come on! Oh,
But this is all the same.
Wait,
We should.
Jump. We.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something said 2 people. Is there?
This is all the same still.
yeah.
Like, the only... Like, it has to be after she comes back from the elevator that's gonna change, right?
What a
If I'm even understanding this correctly. I just, like, was like, oh, run it through all the keys.
And we should. It's like the best.
But maybe, like, we just need
and
something
then
from a
we-
different
Who
timeline.
knows?
Who knows?
I don't. But I mean,
Yeah.
This is all still the
It's not-
same.
you're right. Let's go.
The ele-
Who shall?
Let's
Then
She's
June.
still going.
I don't mind.
Jump.
see.
all right. I'll see.
Okay.
Maybe Ace and Lotus will do something different.
Lotus.
Go.
Okay, that's the same.
I was.
So,
There's.
Hey, man.
Well, once I.
Really?
Of course. Thank you. Are you?
fine. Doesn't. I'm out of.
Thank you. Well then.
Okay, that was still the same. Okay.
What's
She's coming back.
Clover!
Yeah.
Where's everybody?
Huh?
Where? Oh,
Yeah. So why aren't they?
you.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. No, this. 3. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Repeat. You need. Ooh, it could. That's
Yeah.
because she.
Oh. No.
Hey, June.
Uh-huh.
Let's go. Let's get.
Dude,
Yes, what is?
Mm-hmm.
this you. You've got.
Oh. See, if we have you and I. See, come,
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
June. Junpei. Yeah.
Nope, still killed us. Okay.
Thanks. I'm just.
Well, that was disappointing. I thought I might be onto something there. Evidently not. No, no need to save that, I don't think. So, do I need to replay this for something different to happen? Will something different happen? I already know the puzzle, so I can just kind of go through it, so I'll tell you if something was different.
In the what? Yeah.
Oh, wait, something did change here. He started telling Seven about the glycerin story. Junpei told Seven the story he'd heard from June in the freezer he'd heard from June in the freezer in the kitchen. How one day glycerin began to crystallize, and the story of the ice that wouldn't melt at room temperature. Junpei was done. Seven looked thoughtful and absent-mindedly rubbed the scar on his chin.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, hold on. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
Seven squinted. His eyes stared off into space as if he were trying to desperately to focus on something far away. Do you know something about Ice 9?
Do you know about Ice 9?
Hold on. Did this go through the freezer? Yes. This was the freezer? Yes, okay. I see.
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice.
Suddenly, Seven's eyes shot open.
That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Huh?
I see. Now we'll make the connection with Alice and All Ice. It became clear to Seven that Junpei had no idea what he was talking about. He ran his hand across his face and took a deep breath.
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
I didn't know the date, but yeah.
Yeah. More than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right? It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood, no nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made. Inside, they found a woman. I guess you should say they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the McKay-Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They say that the stink was horrible, but there was one body that didn't thaw, and that was...
The girl in the coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually. But weeks passed and nothing happened. And a month passed, and another. It was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice, Alice. Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body.
That seems reasonable, yes.
With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Now why the hell would you say something like that?
Because I know.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
Junpei gulped.
All right, tell me. What happened to Alice?
Seven nodded slowly and took it on the look of a man recalling something long buried.
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic, but nobody knows where. He died in 1931, and apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden.
However...
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
Oh, of course. Yeah. Obviously.
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Forest of Knowledge, the library, right? You know. Forest of Knowledge. Trees, paper. You see? You see where I'm going with this? You understand. You see where I'm going. Seven threw his hands up in defeat.
So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden
I
somewhere
see.
on this ship.
Because of this, now when he sees the library card, he might make this connection. Before Junpei could dispute Seven's rather bizarre claim, as Junpei was trying to figure out what on earth he was going to say next, Clover's shrill voice pierced the room.
Hey! What are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here!
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez!
You know, to my understanding, the original game did not have, like, the flowchart thing that's in this updated version. This seems like it would be nightmarish to figure this out.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Alice.
Junpei was left to ponder what he'd just heard. He tried to remember what June had told him earlier.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. The Stephen.
Yep, we remember.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to clear it, and followed Seven to the operating room. Alright, well, back to work. I think there was another, yes, so we still have to do more in here. Damn, I have to do the whole fucking puzzle again still. Ah, here we go. Gave her the 4-leaf clover.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know why, but suddenly Junpei remembered something he'd been given
It's
earlier.
in my pocket somewhere. Ah, here it is.
He reached into his pocket and dug it out.
A 4-leaf clover.
Now she won't kill us because we did something nice for her. Yes. Santa had given it to him in the second-class cabin. He held it out to Clover.
Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck. That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm.
He pressed the 4-leaf clover into her hand.
Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Clover stared at the 4-leaf clover in her hand. He could see tears start to form in the corner of her eyes.
Thank you.
Her voice was tiny and broken, and as she spoke, she started to cry. She tried to hide her tears by looking at the floor, but it did little good. She wiped away tears with the baggy arms of her jacket, but more quickly took their place. No matter how she tried, she couldn't stop crying. Her tears made small, wet circles on the floor.
Thank you.
She said it again. Then she looked up at Junpei and seemed to choke down the last of her grief. She did her best to smile. Junpei wiped an errant tear from her cheek with his thumb and gave her the best smile he could manage.
Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
But still, she didn't move.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
For a moment, his mind froze. Then he came back to his senses and realized the word meant nothing to him aside from the dictionary definition.
What?
Oh, I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the 4-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
I don't want to be a jerk, but I am going to phrase it in an exceedingly cunty way.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
Clover looked away. The 4-leaf clover was still in her hand. She stared at it for a long moment and then finally spoke.
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Your anecdote is safe with me. I never tell anyone any of the anecdotes.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Of course you can.
Clover slipped the 4-leaf clover into her pocket. Her eyes still red from crying, she looked up at Junpei.
Okay then, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Oh boy.
Wait. On this ship?
Yeah, this ship.
Me rubbing my hands together like a fly. Oh, yes. He was entirely lost. He had 1,000 questions, but it was probably best, he thought, to save them until Clover had finished.
It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Fields that you can't see?
The morphogenetic fields. Clover nodded.
Think about this.
She pointed at the operating table. On top of it was a somewhat mismatched medical mannequin whose parts had been swapped with another mannequin.
This is John, right? But is he really John?
Huh?
All Junpei could think was, she's finally completely lost it. No, that will come later, Junpei. Patience.
Isn't this like Locke's socks?
Ah.
Or the ship of Theseus?
Oh, okay. I've never heard of Locke's socks. Junpei grew even more confused. He'd never heard of either of those things, although they sounded smart. I don't think the ship of Theseus is as smart as people say it is.
You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
No?
Junpei shook his head.
Really?
Clover laughed.
Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks work.
Okay, this one I'm curious of. I've never heard it.
Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
Sorry, I'm popping something out. There we go. Patch it up.
Well, I guess I'd patch it up.
Seeing as they're my favorite socks.
Get some cloth and close up the hole.
But what if another hole opens?
Oh, I see. It's literally just the ship of Theseus, but without socks.
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches. Until eventually, the original cloth of the sock is totally gone.
Uh-huh.
Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Yes, because once you added the new thing to the sock, it became part of the sock. Therefore, it was part of the sock. Sorry if that sounds circular, but when you've added to it, like, it became part of it. So it now just was the part of the sock. So even though none of these started on the sock, when they combined with the sock, they became part of the sock. I think it's quite straightforward.
Well, that's tough.
Nope. No, it's not. I'm very boring when it comes to these kinds of things. No, this answer just makes more sense. Sorry. Junpei crossed his arms.
So, that's the locked socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it. The ship of Theseus.
I think this one is even more indefensible than the socks, because the socks you can at least argue there's like a smaller surface area. But when you're talking about something as big as the ship of Theseus, replacing like a plank in it, like that plank just became part of the ship, you know? It doesn't matter.
If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with?
Yes.
And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus?
It's the one that got repaired.
The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts?
No. Once they were taken off of the ship of Theseus, they just became bits of wood. They were no longer the ship of Theseus. It was an interesting question. Nope. As soon as you attach something to the ship, it becomes part of the ship. Part of the ship, part of the crew. And then once it's come off of the ship, no longer part of the ship, just a plank of wood. Clover could see Junpei was intrigued.
Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John? Or is it Lucy now?
See, John and Lucy here, you know, this is actually just a trans allegory, because what you do is you leave the original hearts in and switch all of their body parts. So this is actually just a trans allegory. I'm an expert in this field, trust me. Junpei looked at the operating table again. A mannequin full of body parts from a different body. No, John was just actually a trans woman. That's all that it was. A mannequin full of body parts from a different body. Clover had been right. It was just like locked socks in the ship of Theseus. No, because this one's even more straightforward. That's John's heart, and that's John's head. They aren't even completely different. The part of the body that holds a person's identity is the head. Of course, for many hundreds of years, conventional wisdom had held that a man's identity resided in his heart, or any of a number of internal organs. And here they had both.
John's head and heart are both his, but apart from those, and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
Yeah, so you see, this is a trans allegory. Was that mannequin really John? Yes, but he might have changed his name. Junpei, she looked at Junpei again.
Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die, and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate. If you take it a little further...
So really, we're all furries, when you get right down to it. When you look at it like that, we're just all furries.
Those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
The silence was broken by Seven.
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long?
Now, I've got to be honest, that explained absolutely fucking nothing about what happened on the ship. You told me you were gonna tell me what happened on the ship. You told me nothing. You told me 0% of what happened on the ship. Seven's head appeared in the doorway. He was not happy.
How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around.
Junpei and Clover looked at each other. Clover looked at Junpei as if to say there was more she wanted to tell him. She shook her head. Whatever she had to tell him, she didn't want to tell him in front of Seven. Seven seemed to catch on.
Oh? What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
No, it wasn't. We were just
Just...
playing with the mannequins.
Huh?
Let's go, Junpei.
Moving a little bit too fast to be entirely innocent, Clover headed toward the exit. Seven stared after her, then turned to Junpei with an amused expression.
Playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
You're a dick.
Junpei dashed past him and traced Clover's path out the door. With a short laugh, Seven followed. They stood in front of the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key.
Alright, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just...
Alright, and then this is all just normal after this, I presume. Hallway, no fanfare, yeah.
Hey, man, you're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more...
Not really.
My brother, I'm...
Yeah, we were...
Like hell I can. Not after...
Great. Now, back to the flowchart. So we did that. We now... Oh, God. I need to do more things in here. Of course I do. The chart room. Just the chart room?